Hi everybody, welcome to week 2. Wanted to remind you, I sent a message out, I believe on Wednesday, about a new format for office hours. So office hours are not required, and I know it's not feasible to require them given everybody's teaching schedule, but I had a really meaningful conversation with Ted last week, and it made me realize that I think something good to do would be to survey what questions you have, and then to record office hours sessions in addition to answering questions from people that are there. Answer all the questions that you submitted as well live, and then push that video out to you. So I'm going to be starting that this Wednesday. Wednesday morning, you're going to receive a Google form to type in any questions you have. First thing I'm going to do in office hours is answer all those questions before I move into questions that people have who are there. I'll record that session, and with everyone's permission, push out a private Google link to everybody in the class so you can review our office hours session. I know this is a stressful, frustrating time, specifically given a lot of obvious questions people have around the literature review as it applies to exploratory research. So interacting with me, asking me questions, challenging me to provide better resources is really essential. So on that note, I added something new to our class announcements. All this is repetitive, but I want to make sure that you get all your information. So in addition to the overview of the week, I'm also adding this section called optional resources. These are just links that I found as I'm reflecting myself on useful tools for you beyond our text. I believe the Rabbit Efron text is extremely good, but here I provide 2 resources that just are great for providing some context and examples as to how to write a literature review. Again, nothing's exact to what we're doing, but it provides some context. So again, the optional resource section, in addition to recording the office hours, are 2 changes I'm going to make. With respect to your reflection journal template, here I have an example of a student. I'm not going to go through their writing, but I have an example of a student who really broke out that prompt well into different headings. So again, clearly answering what worked in the past in my practice or your practice to circumvent or improve the problem. Next, what does the research say about the problem and solutions? This is essentially going to be the primary juice for answering your research questions because it's exploratory research. Next, what are future ideas that you have for this? This is going to help frame your chapter 4, future research and any other research or questions, and that's really going to help frame future reflection journal entries. So by taking the prompt and breaking it out like this, it forces you as a student to think about your reflections in terms of what works in your own practice and what does the research say. So if you were to be putting together some sort of survey for colleagues or your students that's informal just to help you answer your research questions, that's what you're going to talk about here. Number 1, okay, what's worked? What are some things you can do to understand what worked even better? That might be a survey you push out. And what does the research say? Okay, so writing chapter 4 is really easy if your reflection journal constantly is done through this lens. Have a great week. Please watch the office hour video or show up this Wednesday, and please reach out and text me or email me or call me anytime you have any questions. So goodbye from my sketchy Petaluma basement. Take care.